Hi guys, well, welcome to another video in North Bend High School's Culinary Arts series. I'm Chef Frank Murphy. Today I thought I'd show you how to make bacon. It's actually surprisingly easy. It does take a while. It does take about 7 days or so. So I'm going to start it off. The ingredients again, I'll put them in the end of the video so that you'll get them all. But what I have is some pork belly. And I've cut it in half just to make it a little easier here. I'm lucky enough that I have some of these trays here that make making this part do really easy. The rest of the ingredients is just sugar, salt, some curing salt, and that's this stuff here. Prep number one. If you don't have this, you can't get it. Don't worry. This will just make it stay a bit longer, okay? But you can make it without the curing sauce. Just got to eat it up quicker. So around town here, we can get a Cascade, I think, and Fars. And there's probably a few other places, but you can get a small little packet, and it goes a long way. When you're using this, be careful. You want to just use the amounts that are in the recipe. Don't overdo it. Don't say, oh, well, if this does, it'll throw a bit more in. Don't do that, okay? You don't want to mess with it. So that's our pink powder there. I have some cracked pepper, and I like this. This is an adobe, it's a lime rub. So what we're going to do is take our salt here, and this is about 3/4 of a cup, and I've got roughly 12 pounds here. And then into that, I'm going to put my sugar. And I want to just kind of mix it in there a bit. The sugar is 4 cups, followed by my pink salt. I'm going to put some of this rub in. I'll put it on, and there we go. And some cracked pepper. And then what you want to do is to give it a good mixing, okay? Mix it really well. Just keep mixing it up there. Now, when this is mixed, we're going to take the mix and coat and rub into the outside of the pork. And that's on both sides, okay? And on the ends and stuff. Rub it right in there, okay? Don't be afraid. Okay, so looks like I got a pretty good mix here. And I'm just going to sprinkle it on the top. Take about half it is a kind of good idea there. Give it a nice coating. A bit more, I think. And then we're going to just make sure and rub it in. Same on this side. Lift it up here a little bit. Get those end cuts there and the edges. So you work it in all the way around. When you're good on that side, you turn it over. And we'll get this one. Now you might say, where can I get pork belly? Cash and Carrier, Smart Food Service, whatever they carry it. It's in 12-pound pieces. They also have some in the freezer, and sometimes you can get it at some of the regular stores as well. So I'm going to take the rest of this and coat it. Again, make sure I get a nice coating in there. And you want to make sure that that you don't leave any part of it that's not covered, okay? Every bit has got to have some of the salt mixture, salt-sugar mixture. Now, so next thing to do is to put a cover on it. If you're using a cookie sheet or something, you just put some saran wrap on there. You could put it in a large Ziploc bag. That would work really well. I'm handy here. I have covers that I can put on these and cover it up, stick it in the refrigerator, and every day you want to take it and turn it over. Take any juices or any of these salt mixtures that are on the outside here, because some it will draw out liquid, and kind of massage that back into it, okay? So just kind of do that, flip it over, and do that once a day for 7 days. So as it's going, we will, you'll see how this progresses through, and just keep watching the video. Hi guys. Well, this is Chef Frank back here. Give you an update. We've been making this video on producing our own bacon. Got the pork belly. We have had it curing in a mixture of salt and sugar with some pink #1 salt. These are sitting in here, and let me just lift one out for you. And you can say this is some cracked pepper and a couple of other little seasonings that we have on there. Now, I don't know if you realize that there's a change in the color as the salt draws out some of the moisture and stuff that's in there, and the sugar helps it too. And in the tray here, you can see that we got plenty of liquid. I'm not sure if you can pick that up on the video or not. So what we want to do is, and what I've been doing, is every couple of days, just turning it over, making sure that the sides and everything get covered, and letting that cure do its job. I'm going to turn this one over here. Now, this has been going about 5 days now, so it is getting pretty close. We will take this another day or so and take it out. I'll kind of dry it off. I'm going to hang it in the refrigerator, or just put it on like a cooling rack in the refrigerator will work. And we'll do that for a day or so, and then we're going to finish it off with either smoking it, or in fact we can just do it in a regular oven too. And we'll see. I haven't decided on which way to do it yet, but this is just an update on how the bacon is curing. So, hey guys, well, continuing on here with the bacon, and it's about a week now. Actually, it's just a little bit over a week. Cured it, washed it off, and then let it dry a little bit. So we have now our own little slab of bacon here. Now, if I push this out of the way, we have a choice that we can do. We could take that and maybe smoke it a little bit, very slow smoke, not very much heat in there, get that nice kind of a smoky flavor through it without cooking it too much. We could also do it in the oven. You can, in fact, buy liquid smoke. It's kind of cheating a little bit, but you can put a little bit of that on, and just put it in a very low oven, maybe about a 200-degree oven or so, just for a little bit, and depending on their thickness, and kind of cook a little bit. Or you can just take it here, and we're going to actually take some because we're going to use it in a dish coming up here. So let me take a little piece off here, just use my knife here. Maybe that's probably plenty. Other things that you could do, and it's kind of very trendy in restaurants at the moment, is to take a piece, just like here, making it just a little wider, as you can see, or a lot wider. Turning that around, cutting it into like a cube, just like this, turning it over, and making cuts. And then the other way. Now, if you get a cast iron pan, you could sear this on a cast iron pan, get a nice color on it, and then finish it off in the oven. And you have like a nice cured pork belly, kind of popular in restaurants at the moment. So I put that aside. This piece here, I'm actually just going to cut this up, and I'm going to use a better knife. Switch over here. So I want to have little strips, okay? And then I'm going to use this with some lingcod. Now, I don't want to add too much. Lingcod's nice, and I don't want to bring too much of this flavor in. I just want to, again, complement it a little bit without overpowering it. So that's very important when you're seasoning or anything. Make sure that you don't overpower something. So maybe just a touch more. Cook a little bit and see actually how it is. Okay. So watch the next video coming up will be about fish and stuff. So keep an eye out for the bacon there. And that was our own bacon. So thank you very much for watching this video. This is Chef Frank at North Bend High School, Culinary Arts. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. It helps us out quite a bit. And I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.